think I've said there's this kind of cult-like movement, you know, to name that row. You're a cult. Yes.
So, Rob.
Hey. Hi, Nancy. How are you?
I'm not very good at selfies.
That's right. Nancy, before we start, hold on.
Yeah.
I want to get a shot of your shirt. Come on. Folks, I'm sure look at that. Nancy, where do we buy these? There's got to be an online link or something. Come on.
We might have to have
these would be a
name
hit.
that road merch.
We could fund all of WTCO by selling those things, I suspect.
Go.
Yeah.
So I am here. It is Saturday morning.
Yes.
And it's fairly early at the fair, and Rob Grover is here, and we are going to go behind the wire.
Behind the wire. That should be the name of this episode. Behind the wire at the Trempealeau County Fair. Yeah.
We are going to look at the fantastic antique display they have, and it's great. It is
wonderful. Yeah, Nancy. So I don't know how many years we've had antiques at the fair. Long before my time. Mary Jane Hilton, I want to say sometime in the 80s, maybe.
Yeah, I think
maybe
so.
Even could even in the late 70s. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Mary Jane's still with us, so I should ask her that history.
Yep.
But I think it started, you know, when you had the old grandstand. I think there might have been a little area she had there where there was a antique display. And actually, we have a picture of the old grandstand up on the wall there. And then it moved into the Homemakers building next door to us. And then we've been here for probably about 15 years. And 20 years.
This was an old dormitory.
That's right. So many people have come in and said, this is where I used to sleep during the fair.
No, and it was like, there was no insulation.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like a hot box.
Oh, yeah.
And loud, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But that was for the kids.
Exactly.
That lived a long ways away.
Well, what a different world we're in. You know, now we might travel from Gainesville to La Crosse twice a day, but you didn't do that then.
Think about it.
But and then so about 15 years ago, I took over the antiques department with my friend Carrie and others. Lots have helped us through there. Nancy Nasfold, my sister Sarah Grover, Sarah Sagler, and lots of people in between have helped us out. So. Yeah.
Now, this sign I thought was from the depot.
That is from the old Galesville train depot,
That's
as I've been told. Yep. So it's a really cool. Actually, got best of an award of excellence rather.
Yeah.
In the enamelware. Is that what it was? Enamelware department.
Enamel. What is it on? Something.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't.
It's on a slate or something.
I think. Well, I don't really know the scientific process, but I think that's how you do it. It's a process to get the enamel to stick to.
Yeah.
I guess Is this slate? I don't know. But
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's one of the first things when I looked at this, I thought that had to come from the train station.
Yep, that's from the old Galesville train station.
And do you remember where that was?
I don't, before my time, but I understand kind of down by where, where the gymnastics place is, by the fire department, right? Down in that area, right?
I think it was by the Rawl feed mill.
Oh, okay.
I was a kid, and so it's down in the lower flats. Anyway.
Yeah. So just so people know too, you know, we have about 70 some different categories of antiques.
Wow.
We've got glassware, we've got woodware, we've got metal, we've got ceramics, and then we have miscellaneous. So, you know, there's all sorts of different options. If you've got old books, if you've got old advertisement, if you've got great grandma's old candy dish, if you've got great grandpa's old farm tool, if you've got an old pair of leather shoes that, you know, you're 70 years old now and they were yours as a baby. The way we do it, and I think it's actually the state regulates it, you have to have an antique be 50 years old.
50? Okay.
Yeah, so which I can enter myself in another 10 years, which gets a little scary. But
good idea.
Yeah.
And so many feed sacks. I think terrific.
Some of those are from my collection. Some of them were brought in, but you know, we have such a cool variety.
They were beautiful.
Of different things from the area.
Lots. And that was Melrose and Galesville.
Yeah.
And then a good old peach blossom flower.
That's right.
Yeah, that was down at the feed mill in town.
Feed mill, yep.
By the dam. Now, I don't remember the Marinuka Seed Corps, but that was Emmons.
Yep.
Huh.
Well, when we get to one later, I'll show you. But on the back of some of these, there's instructions for how to wash them to get the ink out.
Right.
Because what the companies were doing, what's so interesting, during the Depression, the companies learned that a lot of women were saving the fabric and using it to sew, using it to make clothes. So what they did is they made the ink so that if you washed it a certain way, the ink would come out, and then you could use the linen. So on some of the back of some of these, there's the instructions on how to wash it the certain way to get the ink out. It was kind of a gesture that the companies did, knowing that, again, these women mostly were using them to make clothes, so why not make it easy to get the ink out?
Frugal. You did not throw things away.
Oh my gosh! I mean, that's why things here have continued to be around, because no one threw anything away.
Yes.
So it's a little bit tight quarters, Nancy, but
look at this wagon. That is something
isn't that cool?
I just love. That's got to be what, 1920s?
Oh yeah,
earlier?
yeah. It's an old, it's old metal wagon. It's super cool.
Style. That's that modern or whatever they called it.
Yeah, it's it does have an Art Deco look to it, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I've
never seen one.
This table here, what you're looking at is, so every category, so like for all the glassware, we'll do, then after all the, like I think it's 7 or 8, 9, no, it might be 10 different categories, we do an award of excellence. So like this here, this got the award of excellence for glassware this year.
And that's, what do they call that kind of green?
This is uranium glass, so if you took a special light to it, it glows right up. But don't worry, there's not enough uranium to actually hurt you.
I remember that.
Yeah. And this guy got the award of excellence for ceramics, or like for stoneware and pottery rather.
Yeah.
So really beautiful.
It is.
Yeah, old, I guess would it be a teapot? Yeah, or a vase, I don't know, pitcher maybe?
A pitcher?
A pitcher?
It doesn't have a lid.
Oh, it's listed under pitcher, so yeah. There you go.
I love the little shoes here.
Oh yeah, aren't those fun?
They are tiny.
Yeah.
Boy, I can't imagine any modern kid.
Oh, I know, right?
Stuffed in those shoes, they'd have a fit.
Oh yeah, it would be, your feet would be tight. This is a neat item. So this is another award of excellence item. Alexis Gritman brought it in. Excuse me, am I saying that right? Gritman, pardon me. But this was her, must be her relative's honorable discharge papers.
What year was it?
This would have been attendance 1935. Well, it wouldn't have been discharged then.
No.
War service record. Okay, well this is dated 1942.
Okay.
So maybe this is actually, maybe it had something about an honorable discharge in here, but it's a really,
I hope that's
oh, that's a little, yes, that's a, someone said it's a, I'm
falling apart. That's what it is.
Well, I think it's
pretty
Confederate money. They had
Confederate money, my goodness.
Yeah. So this was kind of had all sorts of different things in it,
wow.
but yeah, this was some of his service records. This gentleman.
Do you know what his name was?
Yeah, it is. It looks like. Oh shoot. Something M. Gertman, it's written in that. You might be able to read that.
So it might have been her father or grandfather. No,
something like that.
But that's really
But it's from
fantastic.
1942. Yeah, it's a really, really neat piece. So people bring in some really incredible things.
Oh, I guess so.
Yeah. This is an old spinning wheel, which I suppose most homes had back in the day.
Boy, I'm so glad I didn't live back then.
Oh, man.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah. From the 1860s, we were told, the person that brought it in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like Norwegian or something?
I think it was. I think the family that had it, they were Norwegian or Scandinavian. Yeah.
Because you grew your own clothes.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, you would do all that stuff.
So this jacket.
That is a leather jacket. The gal who brought it in, it was her aunt's, or is her aunt's, and she used to wear it motorcycling back in the day. So that's one of our categories, is leather. So that can be pretty broad, all sorts of different leather items.
I was wondering, because I had one from my dad who had been a pilot in World War II.
Oh, you should enter it. Yes.
Well, yeah, it's getting old, but
well, it doesn't have to hang either. We could put it in a box too, so it's laying down.
I didn't see that. The microphone.
Isn't that fun? Yeah, Russell Glumstead of Galesville, he brought that. Probably people know Russell. He used to tape shows for the station, way back in the day.
Yes, that is great.
Yeah.
That is really interesting.
It's really cool, yeah.
Because I was thinking the other day, what did musical groups do before they had microphones?
Well, right. Well, I mean, back then, of course, you just played, I guess.
You sang loud.
You sang loud, your instruments, you gave out with the instruments, but yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this looks like Bakelite, is it?
I probably, we have so many different things. I'm no expert, but yeah.
That is really something. And hats.
And
back in the
hats, yep, hats a
days
category.
when
We have books.
Women wore hats.
Oh, yeah. For everything. And then, Nancy, I'll just show you up there, too. I'm sure people have seen the
Oh.
picture. It's a little blocked.
Yeah, no.
But that is the old grandstand.
Sure.
I think came down in 93, something like that.
Yes,
so.
it did. It was up for like
Literally
100 years.
100
when it
years.
came down. Yeah.
I think it was built the same year as the Homemakers Building or Main Hall next door
be.
was. I think they both were built in 1893.
It was
at
a
the same
very
time.
prosperous time.
Yeah.
In the 1890s.
Exactly.
And that's why you see a lot of homes and buildings
Yep,
that were
yep.
purchased and built then.
Yeah.
Distance from Gillsville to
Anywhere. Where do you want to go? It'll tell you.
Brainerd or Decorah. I've
Yeah.
never seen anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
One of
it
a
brings in
kind.
some really interesting stuff.
It does. Oh, here's a feed sack from Ross.
Yeah, so I wonder if it has it on the...
Chlorophyll.
Might not have it on the back here. Yeah, I don't see it, but again, sometimes it would tell you how to get the ink out so you could reuse it.
Well,
Though you might not have sewn with this.
I
This
don't
is
know
a
if
little
we would've-
rougher material.
Yeah, I don't know
but-
if we would have worn the
Yeah, maybe.
jute sacks.
Yeah, maybe not,
And
but...
this doll has got such a weird
I know.
expression.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a different one. Mm-hmm. And then there's people down here.
Oh, yeah.
Who's this picture of this group? Can you?
Well, let's pull it up. I
see
don't
what we
know.
got there?
This is who? Oh, again, Marcia Gertman entered it again.
Okay.
Oh, maybe this is the same gentleman.
Ah,
Brandis. Okay, I think that was the name I saw on the discharge
Okay.
paper. Brandis M. Gertman. Brandis Gertman Strum, and that was his obituary. So, yeah, so a Strum
yeah.
veteran. And I should say, this, of course, this is the Trempealeau County Fair, so we
Right.
encourage entries from all corners, and we
Sure.
get them from all corners, from Trempealeau to Osseo to Arcadia and everywhere in between. So, yeah.
and look at this old Santa.
Oh, I know, right?
That's an old
So that's another
one.
grouping of things we have is all like
like
different
a-
holidays. So there's like Christmas and
plastic.
Easter and Valentine's Day
yeah.
and all that stuff. I'll let you get ahead of me so you can get and see the stuff over there.
Yes.
But yeah.
Boy, I like this shirt here. It looks like something I
Well,
would have
we
been
were trying to
wearing
figure
in the
out what that
60s.
was. If was it a shawl? Was it maybe just
No.
for a small table? It's not a shirt.
It's not a
No,
shirt?
it's a flat piece of
Oh.
fabric. I mean, it looks kind. You're right. I put it so the sun would come through it just a little bit, so you could
Yeah.
see that. But
Well,
yeah,
that's a surprise.
yeah.
And here's somebody's uniform, Kevin Corcoran.
Yeah, Kevin entered it, men's Air Force dress blues, early 1960s. So probably his father or something like that, I would
Oh, and
think.
they're in beautiful shape.
Yeah.
But they were very well made because I've
Oh, yeah.
still got my mother and father's uniforms from World War II.
Very well made, and I suspect
Very well made.
very not very comfortable on a hot day. You know,
Probably not.
and they
but
weren't
you
made for aeration, but
You just had to put up with it.
exactly. Yeah.
Now, there was a piece here that I was looking at
Yeah.
that I had never seen. I think, is it this one? Is this the guy's?
Ooh, watch out, Nancy. Just got a little.
Yeah.
You're bumping the.
Ah!
I'll move this for you.
Yeah, I wanted to see that up
Yeah,
close.
you
I've
bet.
never seen anything. That is
Yeah, it's his World
the
War.
service for Andrew Gandera.
Gandera. Is that not kind of a Arcadia Independence name,
yep,
isn't it?
North Creek.
Yeah.
So that is,
Served May 4th, 1918 to June 23rd, 1919.
wow.
Yeah.
I've never seen one like that, and I'm kind of a World War I buff. But
Oh,
I've
sure.
never seen one like
Yeah.
this. What a beautiful way to display
Isn't that cool?
his
Yeah.
picture, and then
Well, I think a
old
lot of
Pershing up there.
yeah, a lot of servicemen and women, you know, I think wanted a commemorative piece.
Well, sure.
Can you imagine growing up in rural Trempealeau County in the first part of the 20th century, and then all of a sudden you're traveling to France, or you're traveling, you know, to Germany, you're traveling to Great Britain to go serve? I mean, what a just. It'd be like traveling the moon for us, right? Like, it was such a different experience.
And it changed everything.
Changed
World
everything.
War I changed
Oh, yeah.
everything.
100%.
Yes.
We're changing the trajectory of America and lots of other things.
Yes,
so.
and all the experience, there have been a lot of people that were really kind of, I'm not going to say isolated, but they really hadn't been maybe
Well,
even out of the county.
I
And like
mean,
you said,
probably, you know.
Here they are in France. Look at this old,
Yeah, you know what's funny?
Sure.
This actually isn't an entry. It's just been here.
Oh, I love
It's been
it.
part of the decor for as long as I've been entering at the fair, and it just hangs out here. So yeah, it's a little wagon, kind of
I
fun.
remember these from when I was a very small child. People had these yet.
Oh sure.
Now you stuck the kid in there and away you went.
There you went. Yeah.
There weren't any straps or anything. You just
Yup.
had to hang on, apparently.
Yeah.
Different time, and look at all the different books.
Oh, that was by far our biggest category. I think we had almost
Yeah.
20 different books
I'll
that were
bet.
entered. But of course, who doesn't have an old book hanging
Right.
out? It only has to be 50
Yeah.
years old. So.
Right. And these are like books that lots of times were in school libraries.
Yep. Well, we have two different categories. We've got just general book and we've got children's book. So
Is this a little apron or a little
that
smock?
is, I think Lynn Nelson. Of course,
Oh.
Oh, I've got it. It's turned around.
There we go.
Oh my God! I think it fell and it got put back wrong. But Lynn Nelson brought this.
Oh,
Yeah,
look at
isn't that fun?
that.
And that would be under the Easter category.
And somebody did all the embroidery.
Yeah, isn't that beautiful? Maybe
That
Lynn did
is
it back
great.
in the day.
Maybe
I
Lynn
don't
did.
know.
I'll have to ask her.
No, she might not be old enough. I don't want to call anyone out. So, but
But now moving up,
Yes.
here's a real buggy, isn't it? Look
that's
at
an old
that.
school one. Yeah.
Those are big.
Oh yeah.
You don't hardly see them anymore.
Wow, who wants to? Can you imagine? Nowadays, people want buggies that they can throw in the back of their car and
Well,
travel with.
yeah.
Can you imagine loading this thing up? It's a
Yeah.
beast. But
Yeah, but it was solid anyway.
yeah. I wonder if this one has. Nope, doesn't have it. Another
That's
feed
another
sack.
one. Where was that one from?
The car.
Blue Top.
Blue Top.
Farm.
Carhartts.
Oh, that was Carhartt.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that they were called that. And look, somebody made a pillow out of their.
Wow, I have to plug my grandmother
Oh, she did
and
that?
my Aunt Mary, who Aunt Mary just passed away last year. We missed her at the fair this year. She's bringing a lot of beautiful things. But when I graduated high school, Grandma and Mary gave this to me, and I lent it to my friend Carrie to display at the fair this
It's
year.
beautiful.
So,
What a neat
yeah.
idea.
It is.
what do
well,
you do with
how
all
many
those
people watching that are
ribbons?
fair people probably have hundreds of old ribbons, and what are you
Yeah.
gonna do with them?
Yeah.
Because the fair doesn't, we do stickers now mostly. They do some ribbons for
Yeah.
the junior classes, which is really, where it should be, right? Like
Yeah.
us adults, we don't need more ribbons, do we?
No, but look at the clothing.
Yeah, I thought this was particularly cool.
Whitehall.
It was from the 50s, we were told.
Is it like a cheerleader?
Yep, someone's cheerleading outfit from Whitehall High School.
That's great.
I know, right? And the old
love
fair
it.
sign, which is
Yeah.
wonderful. Yeah.
And you said that was on the cusp of being
It
thrown
was.
away.
Well, it was, I guess there was no one that wanted it. The
Yeah.
fair was, and it makes sense. The fair was trying to clean some stuff
Right.
out. So anyway, we're going to preserve it here in the antiques
Oh,
building.
that's
So
great.
yes, so it can be enjoyed for many years to come.
Yeah.
But again, I want to remind people, like, we have so many entries. You probably have an old kitchen tool or an old
yeah.
something or other. You may not think you have antiques in your home, but you probably do, something you could bring. So you should check out the fair book and see.
Oh, the old license plates. I used to
Yeah.
have a good friend that collected license plates.
Yeah.
He would have loved that.
Someone brought up the point that, the license plates we have now, there's no way they're making it to antiques because they fall apart so much easily.
Boy, I guess so.
Yeah. And you'll find down here, Nancy, so we have a lot more glassware and stoneware and that sort of thing. So some really
Beautiful.
beautiful items.
Now,
Yeah.
is that what they call Vaseline glass? that green
Well,
right
this
there?
technically was under, what did we have it under? This one was under depression glass.
Oh, depression glass.
Yep.
Okay.
But also this could also qualify as uranium glass.
Oh, boy.
And we had one of those lights, and we were shining on them
Yeah.
earlier, and they light right up. But
click, click, click.
yeah, exactly. And then you got your milk glass here,
Yeah.
more depression glass, cobalt,
Yeah,
which of
cobalt
course
blue is
cobalt
beautiful.
blue, which is a popular class, and then a lot of milk glass.
And this fancy one right there, what is that? Do you
that would
know?
be, what do we have it under? Carnival glass.
Carnival glass,
So this would
yes.
be, you might put your butter in there, something like that, probably. But it's a covered dish.
Well, look at that. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
even got a
A little holder. So I think
Yeah.
it probably would be kind of a fancy butter dish. You'd put your big
Yeah.
square of butter on there.
And now this green, what kind is that? Do you remember?
That is, we have it under the depression glass. It does kind of have that Vaseline glass look
Yeah.
to it. Not everything would just fit under one category.
Well,
You
that's
kind of
tough,
you get
yeah.
to choose. We let the exhibitor choose where they think something might
Sure.
show best, if you will.
That's
you know?
beautiful,
yeah,
too.
but there's no tag. Well, hopefully the right person will snag it on Sunday. We'll figure it out. But
And
yeah.
the old radio.
Yeah, those are some of my pieces that I put up there for just decoration. But yeah, the old radio, the old Someone was throwing this out,
Oh.
asked me if I wanted it, the old
Where
diner
was that
sign.
from?
Somewhere in La Crosse,
Oh,
a restaurant in La
okay.
Crosse. You can't see it very well. That milk
Milk cans.
can, excuse me,
Yeah.
is from Arctic Springs Creamery,
Sure.
which if you're from the Galesville area,
Oh, yeah, my
good
grandpa.
chance you had someone that drove for it, or you sold your milk to them, or
My
whatever.
grandpa hauled milk for them.
Ah,
For
there you,
many, many years.
there you go. Yep.
And that was hard work because you had to pick
Oh,
up
yeah.
those cans full of cream and
Yeah.
throw them up on the truck. Oh my gosh.
Yep. The
That
rolling
was
pins,
tough.
Nancy. Probably most everyone has an old rolling pin at
Yeah.
home.
Look, that's a big one though, boy.
I know, that must have been for a big old bakery or something.
Boy, oh boy, I've never seen one that big.
No, I bet
Usually that's more of a standard size.
Yeah.
That's huge.
The husband of the wife of this probably didn't mouth off too much,
Nope.
you know, because
You wouldn't want to get chased around with that, would you?
exactly.
And there's the old Friars from Arcadia. That
Mm-hmm.
sign. Huh. Arcadia Friars, you bet.
Yeah.
And then, and now what is this?
Well, I don't know. It's a tile. What was it entered under? It is, oh, there's a little note. So it's nice that sometimes people will put notes on there. An aluminum floor tile.
Oh,
This is an aluminum floor tile from a Kieckhofer Mercury boat dealership.
Huh.
Well, there you go. That's kind of cool.
that's a floor tile.
Floor tile,
No, I
yeah.
wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah.
And you've got more kitchen type utensils.
Kitchen
here.
items, stoneware, kind of all that stuff. Yeah, planters.
What
Planters and teapots are popular.
What is that green chicken?
That is,
I love it,
that
whatever
is
it
a
is.
teapot.
Oh my god.
So there's tape on it so the top won't fall off, but
Yeah.
it is a teapot.
I've never seen
I know, isn't that
anything
cool?
like that.
Yeah.
That's got to be what, 1940s?
I wonder. Oh, it's Red Wing, which is kind of
good
cool.
old Red Wing.
Good old
right
Red
up the
Wing.
river.
There you go.
bet.
But yeah, so yeah, it's really, I love the color on that one.
That, I've never seen
Yeah.
a green pottery chicken like that.
There you go, folks. You have to come to the fair and see a green pottery
You
chicken.
bet.
Yeah. Yeah. So just like I say, if you have anything over 50 years old at home, there probably is a chance you can enter it in the fair.
I love those dogs because I remember people having those.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's a planter as well, I think.
Oh, it's a planter.
Yep, it's open in the back.
Okay.
So then you can, I think it's,
Yeah.
is it under planter? Yep.
Yeah.
Planter. So yeah, you'd either put a plant in there or you could just put water and have flowers in there
That
too. But
is, I remember that with
Yeah.
the dogs. Those are spaniels, I think.
Spaniels, I think you're right.
And
Yeah.
look at, oh, I know what that is. You got to be careful with that.
Which one's that?
This
Oh.
a shredder for cabbages
yeah.
or what?
Is that what it is?
Well,
for
it
kraut
could be.
or yeah. Yep.
You got to wash your fingers.
Oh yeah. You might not have fingerprints after that.
Oh. Yeah, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
And look at this old cream separator.
Yeah,
head.
isn't that cool? The gal who brought it, I mean, I asked, was it a barn find? And she kind of said it literally was. So she found it in the barn,
It's
which
metal.
is pretty cool.
Look at that.
Yeah, I
it's
think we had it
metal.
under 10. It's an old tin sign.
Oh,
so, yeah.
boy. Now, I would say from the way she's dressed, that's got to be like 1900.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
or so.
1910 or something, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Or 19 teens. Yeah. This is kind of fun, too. Not to
is
get
it?
away from the sign, but Dave Anderson of Trempealeau brought this. It's an old branding iron. There you go.
Yeah.
Kind of fun. Yeah.
Did you see that around here too?
Oh, yeah.
often?
Yep. You betcha. All those kind of ag implements, but
And I remember these too. They had kind of like dimples in them.
yeah, sort of that aluminum wear, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, when
Yep.
aluminum was just coming out.
Yeah.
And there's the homemaker sign. Where was that from?
Well, so that was actually there's two of them in here. They were in the old homemakers building, and then a couple of there aren't many homemakers left, and they were just looking for a place for them to be enjoyed. So I leave them in here to use during the fair, and then actually a friend of mine actually just showed it this year. So
I think that's great because
Yeah.
when I grew up, my mother and all the other ladies out there on Decorah Prairie, they were all in homemakers.
Yep. Oh, everyone was.
Yeah, and
but
they
you know, think of that time
kept
when
them
like
busy.
the expectation was different. A
Yeah.
lot of women didn't work, so the idea was you were the CEO of the home front, right?
Right.
And homemakers was kind
Yeah.
of the organization to help you do it. So
And it put
yeah,
value into homemaking.
yeah, exactly. So
It was a great, and
Yeah.
they had a good
Sneak
time.
behind
They
ya.
had
Oh, yeah.
lessons on things.
Well, I can
and
remember-
picnics and parties.
Yeah, my grandma would host homemakers like all the women would do and take turns.
Yeah.
And she just loved it so much. And I think long after there was much homemaking going on, it became kind of a social club, which is
Yeah.
wonderful too. So
This is a beautiful piece right
Yeah.
here. What is that? That's
that
like cut
is a
glass?
covered candy dish, I think is what we had it under. Oh, no, sorry, we had it under pressed glass, but it probably would be a candy dish of some kind.
Pressed glass.
It's pressed glass.
Uh-huh.
So that
Beautiful.
there's two different, well, I'm no glass expert, but there's pressed glass and there's cut glass. Cut glass is actually literally, it's cut into the glass and it's very
Okay.
sharp, where press is put into a mold, so it's a little, the edges are softer. We used to have a cut glass category, but cut glass is pretty rare, or it's
it?
just less common, I guess,
Okay.
than pressed glass.
And
So.
this green picture.
Yeah,
Boy,
isn't
is that
that beautiful? Yeah.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah, if you look at that in the light, it's just, it's gorgeous.
Isn't that something?
Yeah. But yeah, who brought this? Carrie Scholes. I think she borrowed that from her aunt, but it's
Oh,
a
that is
beautiful piece.
gorgeous.
Yeah, I think that was under, glass pitcher.
That would be something that would be on a shelf, maybe not used a lot. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's so
no,
pretty.
right? Exactly. But
It's
you know, some of these
beautiful.
things, even though they're beautiful,
Yeah.
they look fancy. I mean, this is hardy. You could use this quite a bit, long as you were a little bit careful.
Yeah,
but-
you wouldn't want that to fall on your head. It's
No,
pretty heavy.
exactly.
So out of all this, do you have anything that is a favorite? of
Oh,
yours?
that's so tough. I mean, I love, so, anyone that knows me well knows I collect Galesville things, or Ettrick or Trempealeau too.
Sure.
But, I'm from Galesville. So here's an old Carl McKeith. It's an old ruler. You also use it as a walking stick.
Yep.
Not precious at all, but really neat because it just tells a
is.
story of a time.
Because they usually had phone numbers on them.
Yep. Yeah,
And the
this
phone
one-
numbers were like 3 or 4
Oh, I know.
numbers.
number 17. I've got something like that where the number is 4. Like,
Yeah.
what? You just 4? You pushed 4? Okay.
Yeah.
But
That
I
sounds
love
great.
anything that is local. The Arcadia Friar sign, I love
Yeah.
that. The old homemaker sign, love that. Anything. We've got some Trempealeau County Fair advertising posters down there. Love those things, or the old fair sign itself, or the old feed sacks. All
Yeah.
that stuff that kind of tells the story a little bit of the area. Yeah, those are definitely my favorite.
It'd be, if I had to pick a favorite here, it'd be just about impossible.
Oh, I know.
But I really love that little wagon with that little Art Deco type.
Well, isn't that
wagon.
cool? I mean,
Yeah.
that's why it got an award of excellence. It really stood out to the judges,
that,
too.
I've never seen anything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And, at one time, my husband went to a lot of auctions, but I don't ever remember seeing anything
Yeah.
like that.
But just another picture. I think this was taken right after the grandstand was built, and then the main hall was
So it
built.
was brand new.
Brand new, so 1893-ish. Now this is the only one that remains of that.
I know it.
But, yeah,
It's precious. Some
it's
of
his
these things.
precious. Yes.
I love these posters from when they had, was it like a,
So WLS, National Barn
Yeah.
Dance, was a show for decades based out of Chicago, but then they would travel around and then do
Okay.
live shows at county fairs, and then
That's what it
broadcast them.
was.
And then Galesville, the fair, hosted one. I think we dated these from 1942 because we looked
Probably,
back
yeah.
at what the dates of the fair was and when the date, when Monday, September 7th was. You also can tell we had just entered kind of the war period because they were advertising victory bonds on there.
Sure.
Unfortunately, just as Rob was winding up his superlative look at the antique exhibit display at the Trempealeau County Fair in 2025, the audio went off in the camera for some undetected reason. But I want to thank him for giving me a wonderful tour behind the chicken wire. So we got in there to really look at some of the exhibits in depth and to really research them, and hoping that everybody that has any interest at all would be, something they would think about doing next year in 2026, bringing down some of their possessions and items that are over 50 years old and exhibiting them at the Trempealeau County Fair. A wonderful exhibit. And I want to thank Rob Grover for doing such a wonderful guided tour. Thank you, Rob.